I was watching Quentin Tarantino's Hateful Eight when I came to the conclusion I too could shoot in an ultra Panavision ratio with just an iPhone, but I would need to adapt it somehow. You might have heard of anamorphic lenses, and not only do they produce a wide aspect ratio, but they also have their own character. This one is designed to be used with smartphones. Ultra Panavision lasted less than a decade before it was replaced by Super Panavision 70, which is a little narrower. The last film shot on Ultra Panavision was Cartoon, before Tarantino returned to the format almost half a century later. So how could I replicate this look with a smartphone? Well, I brought this 1.55x anamorphic conversion lens branded by USKEYVISION, but it has a 17mm thread mount. It does come with a screw clamp, but it doesn't work too well when the lenses of the phone extend like this from the phone, and sometimes the clamp actually stops the touchscreen from working. So I searched and I found this case for the iPhone 12 Pro Max on AliExpress with a 17mm thread mount. Day one, I set off to King's Cross with some trepidation. Will I find inspiration or just frustration? I went to King's Cross for the modern architecture. The idea in my mind was that these structures would be interesting to film using this lens. Then I kind of became more interested in the canal and the canal boats. Now, wide lenses curve lines, and this lens curves them a lot. When I pan down here, it really becomes distinctive. The lines bend and bulge during the shot. That's a characteristic of the lens. And it's also a creative choice. My friends, some of these shots are captured using the native iPhone camera app, some with the DJI Mimo app, and others with Filmmaker Pro. Can you guess which shots are from which app? I wanted to include some kind of foreground in some shots, like these flowers at the side of the canal. I'm looking for movement as well, to combine with the camera movement. In this shot I used the approaching boat like a pivot. As it moved towards me, I moved around the boat. When you shoot video, sometimes it's like a dance between you and the movement in the frame. On the second day, I aimed to get some night shots, as well as some shots where the sun is low in the sky. To get the characteristic flares from the lens, there needs to be bright light in the frame, such as the sun, like this. And the stronger the light, the stronger these lines will be. The sun is obviously a very strong light, so I try to frame the shot so the sun is just peeking out from behind a building or through leaves. My aim is that this is going to soften those blue lines. In some shots it seems to work better than others. flares are really nice in this shot. Where the sun glints off the water, it creates hundreds of little flares. It's pretty subtle, but I really like that. Confucius said, "Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart." And who am I to argue? He also said, "Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it." So maybe that's the answer. Perhaps as artists, our job is to see the beauty we would otherwise miss, when we're only focused on getting to that next important thing in life as fast as we can. Is it as simple as that? An artist is someone who merely takes the time to look. Now I waited for the sun to go down. This is Regent Street in the centre of London. As soon as I saw this on camera, I got really excited. The lights on the buildings, the sun setting, it looks really magical. Now, I couldn't stop this flicker of the lights, even after changing the shutter speed. I also tried fixing it in Adobe Premiere, but that didn't work either. And I think the problem comes with filming at 60 frames per second. Oh well, it is what it is. Maybe next time I work out how to fix it. Did you know artists don't really know what they're doing? Yes, we train our instincts by practicing. Then we ask the film spirits if they wouldn't mind turning our mistakes into masterpieces.